and welcome to my live Oracle channel. So without further ado, I'm going to open up with a mantra, okay? Esitoma satgamaya Dhammasoma jyote gamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you all are doing well and welcome to my Oracle channel. I am mysticoraclemary. And in this live, I'm going to be doing all zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces sun signs, okay? There'll be 12 oracle readings from Aries to Pisces, all about new opportunities through endings in May and new creations in June 2025. So if you stick around, at the end as well, there'll be a bonus reading for anybody that needs it, okay? No matter what zodiac sign you are, okay? And don't forget that at the end of this live, I'll be doing timestamps down below in the description box and comment area, okay? And if you want to know more about my channel, I not only do oracle readings for zodiac signs and non-zodiac signs, but I do pick card readings and also regular oracle readings. If you like to order your own private reading, that link is down in the description box at the Big Cartel website. That is mine. Anything else you need to know? Everything in my channel is free, okay? I also do community posts that'll help heal you. I do movie nights and also music as well that I post, so that way I can help you with healing as well, okay? I just posted the 3 movies on my X. That link is down in the description box if you want to see movie nights and have 3 picks, okay, for this weekend. Hello there in the chat to Bald Bird. Awesome username. Thank you for joining me. If you just joined my live, we're doing 12 oracle readings for all zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces sun signs. It's about new opportunities through endings in May and new creations in June 2025. And if you want to stick around towards the end, there's a bonus reading for anybody. It doesn't matter your zodiac sign, okay? All right. So if you want to say hi in the chat to me, I'll say hi back before we start with Aries, okay? Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday, or whenever you watch this. Clink. All right. So hi there, viewers that are watching me. If you're not able to say hi in the chat, I'll be doing Cancer in the zodiac signs wheel. So it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces, okay? In case you didn't know the zodiac sign wheel, okay? Took me a while for me to remember all that. So this is why I'm giving you a heads up of what order it goes into. Hi there, Jonetta Burrows. Glad you can join me. Hopefully you're having a really good weekend. I am. Let me know in the chat where you're from. I'm streaming out of Ohio, USA. All right. Let's do one shuffle. All right, viewers. I think we're ready to start, right? Okay. So for Aries, you guys are up. We're going to ask the question for your oracle reading for Aries. How can they embrace balance and have a just outcome for May and a new in June? And what is their gift that is coming their way? Thank you. All right, answers unfold. Aries. Ignite your soul. Roots of success. Yippee! Heart's desire. Nice. In fantasy land. Interesting. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, Aries, okay? So, here's your messages of new opportunities that are happening and ending in May, okay? There's an opportunity of you through an ending of giving yourself a break so you can allow things to unfold and being patient with yourself. So try to keep an open mind, and you will soon learn from this experience, okay? So that way your head doesn't explode, okay? So heads up with that. Now here's your messages of something new you can create in June, okay, Aries? So here's your messages. You can ignite your soul by embracing life's mysteries, okay? So stay open-minded, embrace the wisdom that unfolds in every experience. So what's getting channeled in, it's time to ask yourself in June, what do you want to create next? Where you're enjoying the journey. If it's helping others, then do that. If that's what makes you happy, okay? And I got channeled in also, there's more. So you're needing to ask yourself, what is your desire here to create in June, okay? And stick with it, all right? Those are your messages in order to create in June. Now here's your messages to reflect on. Ask yourself, what is your roots of success in order to secure a foundation, Aries, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead? Everybody's roots of success, their goals are going to be different, Aries. And I'm talking to many different Aries that are listening to this reading. So just do what makes you feel happy, because whatever you choose is going to be correct, okay? So that's what you need to reflect on. Now here is advice whenever you need it, Aries, okay? What is your heart's desire, Aries? What sings to your soul? And I mean truly sings to it, where it gives you passion, that fire in your belly so you can keep on going. I mean not to the detriment of your own health and energy. I mean where when you take a break, you're there getting excited again to make another move as you recharge, where you're getting more insights in order to keep on moving forward, okay? Because when you listen to your heart's desire, it knows what you truly want, Aries. So spend that time and space to meditate so that way you truly understand what you want. It could be success in helping others, a relationship, a marriage, you being fully going towards your own divine potential. It can be a lot of things, Aries. So choose what your heart's desire is. So spend that time and space with yourself and check in with yourself throughout the journey so you know how to navigate and trusting yourself, okay? Those are your messages moving forward. Now, here's a gift that's coming your way, Aries. You're going to have a gift that's making you really understand and sure everyone that's involved that you're dealing with is being realistic and on the same page. So yeah, you're facing the people that you are involved, that they're on the same page as you, that they're not living in fantasy land and neither are you, okay? This is what's going to help you go on to more adventures, okay, moving forward, okay? And not keeping you stagnant in situations where people are leading you on, okay, Aries? It's going to help you embrace the unknown with curiosity instead of being led astray, okay? So heads up with that, Aries. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Hey, Aries, you're always welcome back at any time, okay? Even if it's in and out, watching my stuff. But you can always subscribe if you haven't already. Like and share, okay? So big hugs, Aries. I'll see you later, okay? Now we're going to move on to Taurus sun signs, okay? I'm going to shuffle twice before we get started. Hi there, MD. If you're asking for a private oracle reading, then you can order one up at my website. That link is down below in the description box, okay? MD Soha Abi. Okay? 2 cuts. All right, for Tauruses, Taurus sun signs, you guys are up. We're going to do your oracle reading now. For Tauruses, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and a new in June? And what is their gift that is coming their way? Flames of passion. Wise counsel. A labyrinth of choices. Be here and now. And last one, Taurus, is a cloud of the unknowing. All right, Tauruses. What opportunities through an ending in May for you, Taurus sun signs? You're going to have an opportunity here in your ending in May to have more passion to keep on going forward. No Stucksville for you, unless you really want it, okay? But this opportunity is going to light the way. And that's that passion, that fire in the belly, whatever it is you're working on or wanting to keep on create, yeah. It's going to give you forward movement through this ending in order to ignite your journey. But it's also going to help you be mindful in how you use your energy so you don't burn it out, but also to ignite your passions and empowerment so it's not burning yourself and others, okay? So heads up with that. Very cool. Now here is your messages of what you want to create in June. I feel like you're going to be seeking guidance, either from friends or mentors around you. I even get channeled in, including myself, so you're always welcome, Tauruses. If you get any inspiration in any of the oracle readings that I'll be posting and doing lives, okay? All of it's free. So yeah, that's what I feel like is going to happen in your creation. You're going to get that counsel, and then you're going to spend some time and space and deciphering what it is you want to create on your own in June, which is great because I'm all about free will, Taurus is. And I bet you whatever you choose to create is going to be friggin' awesome. So I'm all for that, okay? As long as it's not breaking the law, you get what I mean? So that's your messages for what you can create in June. Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Tauruses, okay? You're going to have so many choices that you want to go. It'll be like feeling like you're going through a labyrinth in your own head. What kind of direction? Just don't keep on swimming in that labyrinth, okay? Because we don't want you lost, stuck in a mental prison, okay? But chart your course through the complexities of labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as a part of your complex journey. So do what feels right for you, because whatever you choose will be correct. Okay, and if you start swimming a little too long in your head, getting in a mental prison about these choices, give yourself a break. Go out in Mother Nature. Sit on the grass, but not in an ant pile, okay, Tauruses, because we don't need your butt on flames with fire ants, okay? Big hugs. My point is, give yourself a break, because when you give yourself that patience just to reflect in Mother Nature, it soothes the mind and it soothes the body, okay? And then when you come back to your choice, you'll know what to choose because it'll feel right to you again instead of going swimming in self-doubt, you know? So those are your messages to reflect on, okay? Now here's advice whenever you need it, okay, Tauruses? Be here in the now, because that's where it's at. Not in the past, not worried about the future, okay, or the past, but here, be in the here and now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight, because that's where it's at now. And everybody's coming to the present moment. Everybody's breaking free from their mental limitations, their body limitations, and they're working on what's going on now they want to work on and keep on nurturing it throughout the year. Okay? Because whatever you create and you nurture throughout the year, there's going to be harvest time. You're just needing to be in the here and now, okay? So those are your messages moving forward in case you ever need it too, okay? Now here is your gift that is coming to you now, Tauruses. There is going to be an opportunity through this gift to lift the veil of confusion for you. That way you're not floating in the clouds of the unknown. But you're going to know when you do your meditation, okay? That's going to help you gain insight and the answers and the solutions that you need because you're ready to know now. It's also going to help you not go into information overload either. In order for you to surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within inside you, okay? That is the gift that is coming your way. Yippee! After that, it's going to help you act with clarity in order to keep on moving forward. Very stable in your emotions, Taurus is, and I'm all for it because it's going to be great when every single one of us is healed. Because if you really look at it, Tauruses, when all are healed, it's very easy for us to get things done and work together, you know? So big hugs, Tauruses. That's your reading. I hope it helps. You are always welcome. And if you haven't already, Tauruses, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to move on forward, Tauruses. I'll see you soon again. Now, I'm moving on to Geminis. And before I start, 2 shuffles. And I'm going to check the chat too. One second. Hi there, Danny Hill. Hi there, Robin. One more shuffle. Glad you guys can join me. One cut. All right, so the next person that's up is Geminis. So, calling all Geminis, your oracle reading is up. Let's ask the question. For Geminis, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and anew in June? And what is the gift that's coming their way? Divine timing. Pathfinder. Sky of Clarity. Grove of Unity. Nice. And Release and Renew. Ding, ding. Very cool. All right, Gemini. So what's your opportunities in your new opportunities through an ending in May? Here are your messages. There's going to be many different opportunities that are going to be unfolding. So you have an opportunity right now to be patient through those, through the ending of May, okay? For some things take time to manifest fully in your life, so you need to know that. Just be patient, please, and thank you, okay? Now, here's some messages of what you can create in June, okay? What you can create in June is trusting yourself and your inner compass, okay? In order to navigate and illuminate things in your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore, okay? So that's what you can create is more trust. And if you start to doubt yourself, keep on using your self-care regimen of meditation, even going outside too, because when you connect to Mother Earth, it gives you that groundedness so you can not swim in your head, okay? But it helps rejuvenate you and a lot of different things in so many levels, and especially on the spiritual realm, okay? Because these bodies are made from this earth, okay? So heads up with that. Now, here is your messages to reflect on, Geminis. If you want that clarity and you want to keep on soaring in that clarity, keep on being consistent with your meditation, your self-care regimen, because it will bring you the infinite insights that you need one step at a time, okay? Where things will be crystal clear for you. So keep on going, okay? That's what's to reflect on. Now, here's some advice whenever you need it, okay, Geminis? In order to bind energies, meaning when you need to feel whole with inside you, You need to foster that balance between your sanctuary and interconnectedness with all things, okay? That way it creates harmony, right? So don't neglect yourself and going out and about and connecting with your community. And you just know how you connect with your community through your music, through your conversations, through your spiritual practices, through your religion, even going out shopping, driving too. Be careful of your driving too, Geminis, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Even doing the things you love, like golf, any sports. Get what I mean? So do that in balance, because if you isolate yourself, well, it can make you feel so stir crazy, okay? So heads up with that. That's your advice whenever you need it. Do things in balance, please and thank you. Because things will grow, okay? And you don't feel overwhelmed doing it all at once, okay? Because some things take time and patience for it to grow. And if you need to really learn what that is, plant a seed to any kind of fruit, flower that you want to, and nurture it, because you're going to see how to really nurture life and how you can have to rebalance things with that, meaning not making sure that it's getting drowned out of water or a lot of sun. You get what I mean? Being patient for this, for the seed to grow. Okay, that'll teach you a lot. That's why I always advocate, Geminis, for people to do gardening around springtime or whenever they want to start germinating their plants, because it gets them to start seeing and being in the flow of life. And it gets to heal them in such a way of understanding patience and all that other good stuff on a deep soul level. Even touching the soil is very much healing in its own way. But not a lot of people know that, because we're so heavily conditioned about certain things being a certain kind of way, thinking a certain kind of thing, and worshiping the intellect when we should be balancing out the mind, body, and spirit. And that's more important than worshiping the intellect, because that can only get you so far, you know? So, Geminis, here's a gift that's coming your way. There's going to be a gift of release and renewal, where you flow with life and embrace a renewal and allowing the new energy to shape your path. Yippee! Very cool. It's going to help you have free to move, where you feel free again and not heavy in any kind of wave of what happened before this moment, okay? And it'll help you also start having new beginnings, because we can have it at any moment. It's if we want to choose to and be consistent in moving forward and not allowing whatever it was to hold us down, okay? Because we can make ourselves very burdened by a lot of things because, well, you're releasing a lot of conditioning like all of us, okay? So it's very cool that you're going to be releasing more and creating more, Geminis. That's your reading. I really hope it helps, Geminis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Geminis, big hugs. Hope to see you guys again. And I got to move forward to Cancers. 2 shuffles for Cancers before we get started. Before I start, I'm going to check the chat real quick. Making sure everything's all right in the chat. And no one's flooding my chat. Hi there to Lake Shay. Sorry if I didn't say your name right. Hi there. Everybody else in the chat. Trying to put these cards together because when I shuffled, they didn't, half of them didn't, so I'm going to reshuffle. There we go. One more shuffle. One cut. All right, Cancer, sun signs, you guys are up. Let's ask the question for your oracle reading. For Cancers, how can they embrace balance and just outcome for May and a new in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Making plans, Cancer, sun signs. Not afraid of hardships. Important parts. Seed of potential. Last one, Cancers, Mountain of Mastery. Yippee! Very cool. So here's your new opportunities through an ending in May. Okay. Here's the messages. Your opportunity is you're going to be making plans in order to chart your course with intention. So that way you can design your future and how to navigate it too. Very cool. So heads up with that. Now, here's your messages of what you can create in June, Cancers. What you can create in June is confronting your challenges with courage, okay? So that way you're not afraid of any hardships, okay? For they are the stepping stones to growth and wisdom and your potential. Yippee! Okay? Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Cancers. Not to get caught up in the detail of how you want to create your future. Reflect on how you can make practical steps, okay? So you can see the whole picture. So that way you don't put yourself in a mental prison, okay? So heads up. That's what to reflect on. Now here's some advice whenever you need it, okay, Cancers? Whenever you come to a moment when you start doubting yourself or overanalyzing things about your future, and if you're able to do it and how you're able to do it, really ask yourself, is this overanalyzation planting your seed of potential? Because if it's not, then you're putting yourself in a mental prison and you need to rebalance, okay? By focusing on planting your seed of potential and nurturing it as a promise with care and intention, okay? Because when you overanalyze, when you start self-doubt, criticizing yourself, in any kind of capacity where it's keeping you stuck, ask yourself, are you being caring and nurturing to yourself? Because if not, you need to do something different now. Because you're breaking a pattern, a cycle that you don't want to be in if you're not being nurturing towards yourself and caring, okay? So it's time to do something different. So that's your advice and whenever you need it, okay? Now here's the gift that's coming your way, Cancers. It's going to be a gift where you surmount your obstacles and master them in order to ascend to the next level. towards your self-realization and a triumph in order to guide you forward. So that way there won't be obstacles in your way with those fears anymore, or those patterns that you're going to be breaking. Yippee! You're going to be the master. All right, that's the gift that's coming your way. And afterwards, you're going to embrace solitude whenever you need to on your journey, because you see that it's a necessary part now in order to thrive instead of survive. And that's awesome, Cancers. So, if you haven't already, Cancers, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're always welcome. Even if you're in and out, checking out my channel, still trying to decide, it's all right. You don't have to just subscribe at all if you don't feel like it, but you're always welcome, okay? At any time. All right, Cancers, big hugs. I got to move on to Leos, okay? So I'll see you later. Two shuffles before I start Leo readings, okay? I'm to B9. Hello. I am streaming out from Ohio, USA to answer your question. And I'm glad you're able to watch me in India. Very cool. One of my favorite cultures I got into when I started doing mystic oracle healing. One cut. And to answer 5708, you have a long username, but hi. You wrote, do you use Snap or Instagram? No. I am not on Meta. I'm not on any Instagram, and I'm not on Snapchat. I don't like how they sell people's data. I don't want any of my private data sold to anybody. That's why I don't. Now, if you want to connect with me in any kind of way, my links to what I am on is down below in the description box. It's also on my channel too, if you want to follow what I do online, okay? But I used to have Snapchat and Instagram. No longer anymore. Okay? Two shuffles. What does that mean? You got a solid statement. Okay. I don't know what that means, but got to move on though. All right, for Leos. Leos, you guys are up. We're going to do your oracle reading now. For Leos, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and anew in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Commitment. Take precautions. Revelations await. Nice. Tide of transition. And veil of illusion, which is great. Nice. Leos, if you've been waiting to get all fired up, it's coming soon. Tell you why. All right, so here is your messages of new opportunities through an ending in May. Leos, sun signs. You're going to have an opportunity to be committed into the next stage of your development, okay? There will be a promise fulfilled in some form, okay, to bring you to your, not only fulfillment, I feel your potential too, okay? So heads up with that. So ask yourself if you want to still be committed, because here it is. I'm sure you don't want to revert the other way because you're like, screw the storm. You're like more like a hurricane. All right, so here are your messages of what you can create in June, Leos. What you can create is taking precautions, okay? Meaning like going one step at a time. Don't go slow, okay? Darn, huh? And it's only because of the fact what's going to be coming up, you need to be able to embrace with a healthy mind, healthy body, and the energy to boot with it, okay? Because you're going to be learning from the revelations that are going to be coming to you in order to navigate your life's journey. So remain vigilant and receptive to it, okay? What got channeled in? Keep on doing your meditation. You're almost there. You're hitting through mental barriers now for a reason. Because self-imposed boundaries you need to face. I'm sure you know this, is what's getting channeled this. And what's getting channeled in, Leos, mushrooms are only for people who are having such trauma. But you don't have that trauma, Leos, the ones that I'm talking to right now. You just need to embrace this change with patience with yourself. That's the barrier that you're getting through and why you need to go slow and keep on doing your meditation. But do it outside. What's getting channeled in against a tree? Okay? Mark that tree when you're done meditating it as a sign of your thanks to for the energy and insight it's going to give you. Okay? Everybody has their favorite tree if they go out in Mother Nature, and especially if you're a kid, Leo. Remember how we used to climb the trees? I know I did. And then when I moved, Leo, there's no tree right next to me. It's a freaking electric post. There's a little tear, Leo, little tear. But at least it's up and they didn't cut it down. Yippee! And I'm surrounded by other trees, but I have to go on the opposite of the fence, and I don't want to do, hop the fence, because there's poison ivy and stuff like that. And Leo, I'm smart here, not dumb. Big hugs, Leo. Okay, all Leos. So yeah, that's your new beginning messages. Give yourself that time and space to create and take it slow, because your insights are going to come soon. Do it in a place where it's Mother Nature, you're back against a tree, okay? And that's when you're going to finally get your insights that you've been waiting for, okay? Just had to be at a different location doing a different thing, okay? So heads up with that. Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Leos. Embrace the mystery, Embrace the mystery, Leos. Embark on the journey of self-discovery and watch secrets unveil before you. And they will. Because your secrets are not down deep. They're in the surface, okay? If I had to see the cavern of secrets of a Leo, it's like your cavern is upside down, where the water is on top, and your it's like you don't push things down deep for a reason. You like to be very transparent with yourself. This is why I had to do the same thing, Leo, of being freaking patient with myself in order for the insights to come, too. That's why I can laugh and smile, going, totally understand, Leos, totally understand. Because it's like, I want to know what the hell, you know? Big hugs, Leos. Just be patient, okay? It's it's there, okay? Just got to do it different. Be patient, all right? So this is why you're needing to spend more time with game channeling at least an hour to do this. For some of you, it may be a little bit longer, but there's a reason for it, okay? Because some things just need to happen at a perfect time and a perfect place to see if you're ready and patient to be receiving it, okay? Trust me, Leos, I've had to do an hour or a little bit more than an hour in mind to receive insights. And it was all for a reason, because our soul absorbs it in different ways, okay? Information, you can hear it from your soul whispers, or you can absorb it all through your soul where it's not overwhelming, okay? Because the hugest thing is if we got everything all at once, Leos, it would make our head explode. It would paralyze us in shock. So this is why it has to happen in a certain kind of way, so that way it's balanced in your system, okay, to receive it, right? So that's to reflect on. Now here's your advice whenever you need it, Leos, okay? Tide of transition. Yes, you're going through a transition. If you needed a sign, here it is, okay? So embrace the tide of change, Leos, with openness and allowing to be in the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation in love and work. Okay? So be patient as you go through these changes, because if you go against it, if you try to control it, well, we all had to learn, okay? Even I had to, in order to release control and be patient in going through it. It's like if you ever go through the rapids in a boat with people, and if you're not working with going down the stream, you can flip the boat. And not only you're putting your life in jeopardy, but you're putting other people's. In this case, not only are you having to learn a deep, wise soul lesson of letting go of the reins and being patient and going with the flow of things. Yes, you're learning more of the water energy to go with the flow of things. And trust me, Leos, I had to learn it too in a very deep soul level in order to teach people. Heed the warning that I am saying, because it'll be a lot easier if you go with the flow. Breathe when you feel like, ooh, man, I really wanted to get into control with this. Breathe, because it's okay to let go. Because what is about to happen is going to be perfect in its own way, because that's how the divine is. And it'll be better than you can ever imagine what it is. That's how perfect it's going to be. And that's why no one can really give you the definition of really what perfect is, because when it shows up and when the divine puts it there, it looks totally different than what we thought. But it happened in its perfect time and its perfect way, because the energies that flow that we don't even see, Leos, and anybody who's watching me that's listening to this while I'm talking to in Leo's reading, everything is happening in harmony in order for the sun to rise, the sun to set, for us to breathe. Everything is happening in harmony. And we're lucky if that 1% of stuff that goes our way happens. And that's a rare thing. So this is why I'm telling you, go with the flow of things. And it's because it's for your own good. So that way you can see how it unfolds for you and how you can rest and be balanced in your mind and body while it's happening. You'll see the magic of what the divine and the universe is going to show you too. And you're going to be at awe with it. But it's funny too, when you are open and people aren't, what you see as magic, they're going to be like, whatever. It's the truth. But when someone is fully awakened and ascending their obstacles and everything, they see the world as beautiful again. What we once were as babies, what's we forgotten because of the fact we were conditioned by stuff. Get what I mean, Leos? So you're going to see the world in a brand new way. Okay? So those are your messages of advice whenever you need it. Took a little bit longer in your reading, Leos, but for a reason. All right, so here's the gift that's coming your way, Leos. What's being lifted is the veil of illusion. So that way you're always seeking truth within inside you, because that's where all your answers are. Because beneath the surface, to navigate through love and career authentically, okay? So you are getting a lift from any kind of illusion, okay? Yippee! What's going to happen is that, remember I told you that passion, that fire inside you, Leos. It's going to guide you, that fire in your belly, to keep on moving forward to your purpose here in life. Okay? Was getting channeled in for you to illuminate the path for others in your own way. Okay? So big hugs, Leos. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Leos. Big hugs. You're always welcome on my channel. But hey, Leos, I got to move on to Virgos. 2 shuffles before we do Virgo's reading. Okay? And check out the chat before we move forward too. Hi there, Elizabeth. Glad you can join me. Hi there, Shannon. 2 cuts. Hi there, June. Hi there, Michael. I'm doing good. And hi there to Box by Myself. Hi there from Costa Rica. All right, so Virgo, sun signs, you are up. So Virgo sun signs, let's ask the question for your oracle reading. For Virgos, for Virgos, I'm getting tongue-tied in your reading already. How can they embrace balance and have a just outcome for May and when in June? Sorry, and see, this is what I'm telling about Virgos. Gonna start over again. That way you get the reading that you guys deserve, okay? Glad these moments I can show how human I am and not perfection, you know? For Virgos, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and new in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Worthy goal. growth potential, no illusions, yippee, real promise, nice. Last one, Virgos, happiness is simple, yippee. All right, Virgos, here's your new opportunities through ending in May. You're going to have an opportunity to find out what is a worthy goal of yours so you can be focused on it, okay? And I feel it's going to help you get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. So find out what that is. That way you keep on being focused on it. Now, I feel like I already know what it is, Virgos. So what your message is of what you can create in June is your growth potential. In order to embrace change, to unlock your full potential and flourish. So ask yourself, what is your growth potential? Is it in money, career, in your spiritual practices? Because if you invest more in your self-care and your spiritual practices, it will help you flourish in all areas of your life, okay? So heads up with that. That's something you can think about what you want to create in June. Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Virgos. Ask yourself if you don't want any more illusions in your life. And if you don't, it's time to keep on nourishing yourself and nurturing yourself by staying grounded in the truth. Embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate your life authentically, okay? What's getting channeled in? So ask yourself if you still want to smoke, you still want to drink, you still want to do drugs, okay? Because if you don't want any illusion, you need to ask yourself, are you ready to finally let those things go? Because whatever you choose, Virgos, will be correct, okay? So heads up with that. Now here's your advice whenever you need it, Virgos. You got to ask yourself if you're ready to release the chains of the past that hold you down. The burdens, the guilt, the pain, the confusion, the fear, the doubt. Ask yourself if you're ready to dance with the rhythm of possibility of what it would be like if you didn't have those chains of the past holding you down. Because I bet you'd be free, you'd be healed, you'd be happy, you would move freely with a real promise of nothing weighing you down anymore. So ask yourself, Virgos, are you ready to release those chains of the past, whatever they are, okay? And if you are, it's time to be consistent about it. Embrace that courage, that new life now, okay? Those are your messages in case you ever need them, that advice. Now here's your gift that's coming your way, Virgos. This is really cool, okay? Your gift is learning how to simply be happy, finding joy in the smallest wonders, okay? You know, the smallest wonders of you breathing, you getting to enjoy the food that you have, the company that you keep, the miracle that is you. Okay, Virgos? The miracles that are you and everything else around you that we, well, tend to overlook because we get caught up in things, or we can get conditioned not to notice those things. The very things that make you comfortable, yes, those are the simple things that can easily make you happy. Even cracking a smile because you have a face, because some people, Virgos, don't even have a face to crack a smile. Yes, some people have been horrible accidents where they have to reconstruct their face. They can't even crack a smile or anything. Here they're trying to at least try to breathe out of their face because they still have to go through reconstructive surgery. So be happy, even for the little things like that, okay? That's your gift that you need to know in order to have, it's the key to having a fulfilled and content heart, Virgos, okay? That's the gift that's coming your way. Those small wonders. And you're going to see it more and more as you move forward, okay? And I feel after this, you're going to be learning some more secrets as you do your meditation and what it is you're supposed to be doing next in your writing and what you want to read, what you want to know, and what you want to learn. It's secrets of you, Virgos. So spend that time and space with yourself, because the beauty that you don't know that you have is going to emerge more. What got channeled in, the Lion of Clarity, where you're going to embrace not only that clarity, but having that courage and balance. Knowing what real leadership is in such a different way with your strong yet soft resolve. Okay? So, Virgos, big hugs. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, Virgos. Always welcome, okay? Now, Virgos, I got to move on to Libras. 2 shuffles for Libras before we start. Hi there, John. One more shuffle. One cut. All right, Libras, 4 Libras. Calling all Libras. You guys are up. For Libras, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and new in June? And what is the gift that's coming their way? Ignite ambitions. Ignite ambition. Small steps. Quiet moments. Honest echoes. Last one, Libras. Wise counsel. Nice. All right, so new opportunities through an ending in May that you need to know, Libras, is there's going to be an opportunity to ignite your ambition, okay? So that way you can pursue your desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Because what's getting channeled in, you want to move forward as quickly as possible, Libras. So keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey, okay? What's getting challenging? Don't move too fast, Libras, okay? There's a reason for it, okay? And I'm going to tell you here in a little bit. I smile, Libras. It's because I totally get it. I can feel in your energy. I'm like, let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, but you got to do it one step at a time. Okay. More of an earth grounded kind of energy. Okay. For a reason. Because your messages of what you can create in June is small steps in order to have these small wins. Okay. Because whatever you're doing is recondition yourself to do one thing at a time, but also the people. Because you're nurturing things one things at a time because you don't want to, that channel then don't want to overstep your boundaries with people, okay? You need to, what's getting channeled in? Show patience in your resolve, okay? Because you'll find that these small triumphs are going to be your everyday victories. So celebrate them. They will take you there, okay? So you're needing to also learn how to celebrate. I don't know if your mommy and daddy ever told you to celebrate. My mommy and daddy did a long time ago to some extent, but then I had to learn that they stopped at a certain point, even when I was a little kid, because, well, shit happens in a household, you know what I mean? So you're having to learn and re-teach yourself what celebration is. And I mean, not in alcohol, not in drugs, but celebrating, even if it's on your own, saying, I did a good job, so I'm going to reward myself with, well, something you like. What is it that you like that brings you happiness? Is it your favorite meal? Is it a massage? Is it pair of shoes, Libras? Is it the earrings? Is it a beauty thing with doing your hair, doing your nails? Guys, is it your favorite cologne? Get what I mean? Those are little small victories. And you're very much showing you what you can manifest. Okay? Where you can touch it, feel it, and be proud of it. Get it blessed too if it's a jewelry and that. That way, when you always touch it, you always know that you did the very thing you need to accomplish it. And you did it in a very way that honored yourself and the people around you, especially if you wanted to heal people and all that stuff, get into that. All right? Heads up with that. Those are your messages of what you can create in June, Libras. Now, here is your messages to reflect on. How it is do you spend your time and space when you have quiet moments? Do you create an environment where there's stillness? Do you go, I mean, you can even reflect by water, going to a park, somewhere else where it's not so active. So reflect on what kind of places you want to go for those quiet moments, okay? Because it's going to help you really find clarity by hearing your true voice of your soul, okay? So spend that time and space, whatever place that brings you those quiet moments, okay? Decide where they're at. Now, here's your advice whenever you need it, Libras. Listen to the whispers of your heart for you. I'm going to say this again. Listen to the whispers of your heart, Libras, for you know the whole truth. Because you know the whole truth, Libras. You know. So start listening to it. Because you've heard your true voice, your soul, that is very nurturing, compassionate, and everything. So don't second guess it. You know, if you channel and that, and you don't know the difference between your true voice that's nurturing, you'll get other things that channeled in because, well, our souls are receptive to everything around us. Okay? So decipher. Your soul is very nurturing, compassionate, has never led you astray. So listen to that. If it's not leading you in the right direction, hey, Libras, you already know that's something else. Okay? So, what's getting channeled in, simply say, if it's not your soul, that's something else. You can say that out loud to yourself. That was something else. That wasn't nurturing. I know that wasn't my soul. What the hell? You get what I mean, Libras? Because one of the things we learn as healers is to decipher what is the divine. Okay? The divine is very not energy. We like to, as human beings, to humanize everything, even the divine, right? We put a god somewhere up in clouds and making him look like an old man, making him look human, when the divine is in everything and in everyone all the time. It's the very thing that we channel from our souls to get us back where we're feeling whole again, balance, at home again. Okay? So if you ever want to hear the divine, give yourself that time and space. Because your soul will literally tell you and everything that you've always needed to know within inside you, Libras. You know that. But what made you second guess it? Well, the environment around you. The divine is ever loving, not judgmental, not jealous. The divine is infinite with love. Okay? You know it. So give yourself to feel it, Libras. Feel it. Not think it. Feel it. Okay? With all your heart and all your soul. And when you start to overguess things here, come within here. And you'll always be connected. You'll always feel whole and you'll always feel at home. Okay? That's your advice whenever you need it, Libras. Now, here's your gift that's coming your way, Libras. Wise counsel. You're going to have a gift to seek guidance from trusted friends and mentors to help you along. And hey, Libras, you are always welcome. At any time, any space, if you ever need to contact me, okay, whether it's for a private reading or whatever, because I have some Libra friends that watch me too. My email is down below in, okay, the description box. It's the Gmail, okay? So use it with care. And any other viewers that needed to know too, use it with care. Please and thank you. That's the gift that's coming your way. After this is going to put you on the right track where it's going to, no obstacles going in your path, okay? Libras, it's because you're going to keep on moving forward because you're knowing you're on the right track. Because guess what, Libras? I know you know the whole truth. Big hugs. So Libras, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, Libras. Now let's move forward to Scorpios. 2 shuffles. for Scorpios, and then before we start, okay? Hi there, Jeff. They're a Libra from Jersey. Glad you can join me. Hi there, Raider. Hi there to Jibs. Jibs L or I. And hi there, Jeff West Bay. One cut. Hi there to some other ones. I Love Me First. That's their screen name. Hi there. And Louisa. And Eamon Jot. Eamon Jot, since you're a new subscriber and you're from Canada, you want to order your own private reading, that link is down in the description box. Holy crap, thank you very much for that compliment. Avery Anderson said in my chat, hey, thanks, your content keep me alive through the hardest times of my life. Big hugs. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Big, big hugs. Totally understand life can get hard. But now we're going to make it easy, right? As best as we can. All right, Scorpios. Hi there, Brahim. Thank you for your comments. I greatly appreciate it. I'm part French too. I'm just not fluent in French. Big hugs. Glad you can join me though on my channel. All right, Scorpios, you guys are up. Your oracle reading's up. Calling all Scorpios. For Scorpios, how can they embrace balance and a just outcome for May and anew in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? On your own, make a change. Embrace the unknown. Rising flames. And last one, Scorpios, shield of resilience. Nice. All right, so here's your messages of opportunities through an ending in May, Scorpio sun signs. You're going to have an opportunity to take time alone or be single to find a new perspective, okay? Get channeled in singles or couples, okay? There's a reason for it. That way you can upgrade. Whoo, you guys are going through you guys are going to be going through something big. So you need to know that. So your new creation that you can have in June. Here are your messages, Scorpios. You can create by embracing growth. Because some of you are still finding it difficult to be flexible and go through change. You know why I smile, Scorpios? It's because I have went through the same thing. When you resist change and you're not flexible, that's when things get heavier and heavier and heavier. And you're not gliding through because of the fact you are afraid of change. Change is to break all cycles so you're not repeating it for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, 50 years. So you're still getting a chance from the divine or whatever you believe in, Scorpios, to embrace and make this change. With a gentle warning, Scorpios, because if you don't, here comes the divine in the universe, whether you like her or not, is going to make a tsunami of change. It's in order to balance things out and keep on balancing things out on this planet. And you can't go against the divine plan, Scorpios. It's still going to happen, no matter if you're resistant or not. Okay? But for those Scorpios that want to embrace creating this new change, embrace that growth, seek new ways of doing things, like being flexible. How can you learn to be flexible? Some of you may want to try yoga, meditation, doing things that you normally wouldn't do in order to balance out your life without any drugs, substances, addictions. Yeah. Those are the new things that you need to start incorporating in your life. Getting out of your comfort zone by being whatever you were resistant against, meeting new people, getting new perspectives from different people, walking in their shoes. So if you are rich, you need to walk the shoes of a poor person to understand. If you want to feel rich and you feel like you're the poorest person in this world, this is why you need a new perspective of what it is real richness. Richness of the soul, Scorpios, where you are chasing your divine potential instead of money. Okay? Because when you embrace this change, this growth, you're going to be welcoming transformations with an open heart. So ask yourself if this is what you want to create. Because no matter what, change is going to happen, Scorpios, whether you like it or not. So embrace the change that you want to be more flexible with life. Because you know what, Scorpios, I get it. Change feels uncomfortable to you. There's fears that attach to it. So be facing it with your courage. Because it's not as bad as what you think. Okay? You're just so used to being in the same loop, whatever loop you've been in, that you can't see past where you're at. And that's okay, because you don't realize through it, you are finding your way. Even when we sit, you're growing and becoming right now, finding your way through it. And I happen to be like Gotta go this way. I know it's dark for you Scorpios, and it's all right. There's nothing to be scared about. Because what's on the other side, Scorpios? It's much better being here in the dark. Okay? So here's your messages to reflect on, Scorpios. Embrace the unknown. Venture into the mysteriousness with an open heart, welcoming the lessons hidden in the uncertainty. Feel your way through, Scorpios, whether it's a gentle release or finally releasing the clouds of confusion and fear. Embrace it and ask yourself, are you ready to clear all that fog out? All that uncertainty, all those fears. Because if you're healed, things become limitlessness. Where you're not limited anymore, but you're free. You feel whole again, balanced, and moving forward in your journey, enjoying it without all that fog, okay? Something to reflect on. Now here's some advice whenever you need it, Scorpios. Let your passion guide you, Scorpios, to fulfilling your purpose meant for you. Everybody has their purpose here, Scorpios, as a human being. So it's time to allow your passion to guide your way. Okay? And that's the passion that gives you always fire in your belly, does not burn you out to your detriment. It's that passion for your own divine potential. Okay? So discover it. Because you're just as important and beautiful as everybody else here on this planet. So I invite you to really understanding your full potential. Because you'll discover it. I'll just help you, give you what you need, those steps, those practical steps in order to do it. And it's very easy. It's just what makes it complex is, well, we get in our head about things, okay? So it doesn't have to be hard anymore, okay? So here's the gift that's coming your way. You're going to get a gift of the Shield of Resilience, a gift to keep you focused so you're not being pressured by outside forces, but you're focused on nurturing your internal strength and what you want to do in your love life towards yourself and others and your career, okay? And I got channeled in protection is coming to you, Scorpio, so that way you can do it, all right? So you don't have to be afraid, okay? And what's great is what's coming after this, Scorpios, is that you are going to finally get the veil of illusion to be lifted from you. So what you could not see is going to be seen. Friends, family, Scorpios, you're going to know who supports you and who doesn't. All is going to be revealed to you, one step at a time, so it's not going to shock you. But it's going to make you really understand what needs to be cleared out. And it's going to be the people that have lied to you for so long that you're going to need to clear them out. What's getting channeled in, even the career, because it's attached to your career. Whatever you're doing. So you need to ask yourself, what is something new that brings you joy when that happens? Not something that was pressured onto you of what you should be, how you should grow up, and what you should do in life. You'll be in full control of what that is. because it's what's going to make you happy, Scorpios. Okay? So big hug, Scorpios. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Hopefully, Scorpios, that wasn't too intense for you, but I'm sure you understand the intensity that Scorpio's energy can bring, and I'm all for transformation, you know. So big hug, Scorpios. You are always welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, Scorpios. Now I'm going to move on to Sagittariuses. 2 shuffles. Gotta handle what's going on in the chat. One more shuffle. Goose in my chat asks if you ever thought about wearing cat ears. No, I haven't actually. But I was thinking about going Vulcan on one of my, or an elf for Halloween. 2 cuts. Oh, wow, there's some interesting things going on in my chat. My Scorpio reading really triggered people. Hi there, Gain, Gain-ish. Good morning to you. Shivu, SHIVU. If you want a private reading, check the link down below in the description box so you can order a private reading, or there's a link pinned to the top to the chat where you can order your private reading. Okay? Had to clear some people out of my chat. But that's okay. Now we can move forward. 2 shuffles. We'll do Sagittarius now. Calling all Sagittarius sun signs. Sagittarius sun signs, your oracle reading starts now. For Sagittariuses, how can they embrace balance, a just outcome for May and a new in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Act with clarity. See what's real. Spiritual retreat. Answers unfold. And last one, Sagittarius sun signs, hidden keys. Nice. Now, Sagittarius, is your new opportunities through ending in May you need to know is you're going to have an opportunity to focus on your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. So an opportunity to act with clarity, okay? Heads up with that. Now, here's your messages of what you can create in June. What you can create in June is balance, so you can see what's real, okay? Through your meditation and self-care regimen and being consistent with it, all right? So heads up with that. Very cool. Very simple, right to the point, right? Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Sagittarius sun signs. If you're ready to have a spiritual retreat with yourself, it's going to be very simple. Ask yourself if you want to seek solitude to reconnect to your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. So it's just learning yourself a little bit more of how to take care of yourself and how to do your spiritual practices and being consistent with it, okay? So reflect on whether or not you want to do that for yourself, that investment throughout your journey, okay? Heads up with that. Now, here's your advice whenever you need it, Sagittarius, is keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. So if you want to know answers that you want immediately, you have all the answers within inside you. You just need to spend that time and space with yourself. So that way, you're not in information overload. You're not overanalyzing things. You're not getting stuck in your journey, okay? Because the answers you have are going to unfold within inside you, okay? It's called your soul whispers, okay? So heads up with that. Now here's your gift that's coming your way, Sagittarius sun signs. Your gift is that you're going to be able to put the pieces together to reveal the bigger picture of what it is that you need to do in your life, okay? Because we're here to experience what it's like to be a human being and reach to your divine potential, your utmost potential, okay? And everybody's going to be different of what it is that their potential is going to be. All they have to do, spend that time and space with themselves doing their meditation in order to heal, decondition, unblock stuff, okay? That way you understand what you need to focus on, who you are, and what it is you're going to do, okay? And create. So heads up with that, not bad. You'll understand the big picture of you. After this, it's going to help you embrace balance and having an equilibrium so you can make decisive decisions in your life, Sagittariuses. Okay, so that's your reading, Sagittariuses. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, Sagittariuses, you're always welcome. Big hugs. I got to move on to the next zodiac, so I'll see you later, okay? 2 shuffles for Capricorns. Move around. Oh, cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. Clink. All right, 2 shuffles. Had to deal with something going on in the chat. One cut. All right, Capricorn sun signs. Calling all Capricorn sun signs. You guys are up. Let's ask the question. For Capricorns, how can they embrace balance and adjust outcome for May and new in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Seize every minute. Secrets emerge. Roots of success. Go your own way. And last one. Transform and rise. Nice. All right, Capricorns. Your new opportunities through an ending in May. Here are your messages. You're going to have an opportunity to embrace every moment because you're going to see that your time is precious and your journey of self-discovery. So you're going to be seizing that moment because you know you need to. Time is such a delicate thing, and I feel like you really understand that because of your health, Capricorns. So heads up with that. So here's your creations that you can do in June, Capricorns. Every one of you Capricorns is going to be spending that time and place in June. Through your spiritual process, it's going to help these secrets emerge of it, what you want to create, because every single one of you are going to be different in regards to your goals and your desires. And then you're going to watch it unfold. Whatever you create, Capricorns, you're going to have help. Out in your community, what's getting channeled in spiritual warriors that are very solid and stable has been helping you along the way, okay, Capricorns? And you need to know this so you're not afraid of doing your spiritual practice in order to see what you need to create more in June, because I getting channeled in different kind of Capricorns, some in politics, some are in government, some in that are mothers, working out in the community in different kind of genres, okay? So this is why I can't tell you all your guys' secret. This is why you're needing to create this in June for you, that time and space, so it can emerge within inside you of what to create. Because you guys are all strong, but you have the support, not only from me, but every one of us, because we're a tribe even from afar, okay? And we support each other through the creations that will evolve our communities, our families, our friends, everybody on this world, okay, Capricorns? So yeah, that's what you need to create in June if you so choose, okay? Because I'm all about free will, Capricorns. So create that time and space to do your meditation, okay? Let's get channel then the beginning half of June. Do the meditation for at least an hour every day, if you can, in Mother Nature, okay? So here are your messages to reflect on, Capricorns. What do you find the roots of success to be for you? What do you find that makes you feel secure about your foundation, about your roots of success? So that way you can foster growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. Not survival, but thriving, okay? Because this is what's going to help you keep on having that energy to keep on moving forward, okay? And I'm not saying fire, I'm saying earth energy, the practical steps, okay? And with you connecting with doing meditation outside, it's what's going to rejuvenate you too and your energy. Because when you plant your roots on a spiritual visualization, when you do your meditation, you're connecting to Gaia's source, Earth Mother, in order to get rejuvenated and through your health and your energy through her. For some of you Capricorns that believe that in your belief system, others, it's through your prayer, okay? So heads up with that. Here's your advice whenever you need it, Capricorns. Go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. You know what that means? Don't let anybody deter you that are being off balance. I was about to say jerks. Capricorns, I hope you laughed with that. That are being off balance in order to deter your path, okay? You know you're not breaking the law and being ornery unless it's needed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know for a fact you're here to do stuff, accomplish stuff, and enjoy the journey, not for somebody to say, well, Capricorn, you got to do it in such a different way, and you got to prove your belief system, whether it's about science, spirituality, food, whatever. You don't need to prove jack to anybody, okay, Capricorns? You know what you're doing. And if you have to keep on repeating yourself 1,000 different times of the same old thing, guess what, Capricorn? That's draining your energy. So find something else to say it. You know, Capricorn, simply saying, I don't want to keep on being a broken record, but these people, I guess, want a remix here. Week, a week, a week. I know that was kind of funny and lame at the same time, but get what I mean? You don't need to be a broken record and trying to prove yourself, okay? So go your own way, okay? You have the support from many people, including me, because I know and I feel your intentions, Capricorns, okay? So you got my support, all right? Those are your messages in case you ever need it and that advice, okay? So here's my gift that, here's a gift that's coming your way, Capricorns. It's a gift of transforming and rising. That way it unlocks your vast potential and guiding you in your evolution to new heights, because you're ready to take it to the next thing. And the part of this transformation is finally letting go of being that broken record to people. Okay? That way you rise, you're stronger, you're healthy, and rejuvenated, okay? What's getting channeled? And yes, we know you've been drinking that water, okay? Big hugs. After this, you're going to be taking it one step at a time, so that way, when you're nurturing what you're nurturing, Capricorns, whatever that is in society, whatever you're feeling passionate and making sure that, you're being the best father, mother, human being you can be on this earth, whether it's like fostering balance in your household, with inside you, and trying to have that in the community, whatever it is, make sure that you're also celebrating those beautiful steps that you're creating, because you're going to see the wins that come out of them. Because when you're balanced, you're able to not allow people to overstep their boundaries with you. Because you know what, Capricorn, some people talk and talk and talk and dig themselves in their own hole. And yes, you're going to see that happen when you ever have to face a very challenging time with those people, whether it be court, in a hearing in some kind, out in public, because there's going to be people around you that would be like, yeah, that person just digged themselves in their own hole, and Capricorn wasn't involved in that. They did it themselves. And there'll be the right things that come out that's going to blow the lid off of whatever case, whatever situation you're in, where you're going to look like the victor, okay? And you're going to be the victor in that situation because you're solid and balanced through it, okay? That's what I got for you, Capricorns. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You're always welcome, Capricorns, at any time, okay? Hope to see you soon, but if not, understand. Enjoy your journey, okay? Big hugs. Now let's move forward to Aquariuses. Hi there, Kim. She girl. Glad you can join me. One cut. All right, Aquariuses. Calling all Aquariuses. We're going to do your reading now. Aquarius sun signs. For Aquariuses, how can they embrace balance and adjust outcome for May and anew in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Behind the veil. Tavern of Secrets. Tide of Transition. Happiness is simple. And last one, Aquarius, Flames of Passion. Yippee! All right, so here's your opportunity messages through an ending in May, Aquariuses. You're going to have an opportunity to welcome uncertainty for growth, and you're going to be okay with it. Because there's a reason why things are being hidden from you, Aquariuses. Because you're going to have to discover whether or not you want to reveal it to yourself, okay? Ooh, I'm on 15%. Hold on, Aquarius. Got to plug in. Don't want this live to go off yet, Aquariuses. Got to plug you in. Hurry! Hold on, Aquariuses. Got to put life support on you. We're almost there, Aquariuses. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Aquariuses, we got you back. Didn't want the battery to go out. 15% can go by really quick on a live stream, you know. All right, Aquariuses. So back to your reading. So we're talking about you're going to be embracing the uncertainty for growth. That's your opportunity through an ending in May. Now, here's messages on what you want to create in June. So what has been hidden from you is going to be revealed to you as long as you spend that time and space with yourself, because you got a lot of deep down secrets, okay? And I'm not saying bad, okay? I mean, yeah, some people have bad ones. I'm not talking about any bad ones, okay, Aquariuses? Because when you spend that time and space to do your meditation, whatever it feels secure to you and your belief system, Aquariuses, that's where things that were hidden are going to be revealed to you. In the shadowy depths of secrets, but it's going to be and also it's going to be revealed is that wisdom with your secrets. Like, I do not get any bad secrets at all. Light is going to shine forth within inside you in order for you to be balanced while these secrets emerge in your meditation, okay? I also get in your dreams too. It's going to activate it in your dreams so that way you get not synchronicities, but signs and symbols. So you understand what's going on. So look into dream interpretation and then meditate on it, okay? All right? So heads up with that. I feel like also what is going to happen is you're going to be clearing out any blockages too. And things are going to be really crystal clear here in your emotions as well. Very leveled, okay? That's what I get. So ask yourself if that's what you want to create, where you are more balanced here. And those things can emerge so that way you can move forward, okay? Heads up with that. Now here's your messages to reflect on. Ask yourself if you're ready for the tide of transition, Aquariuses, sun signs. That way you embrace the tide of change with openness and going with the flow of life to guide your transition and transformation into love and career. Because now is the time to ask yourself if you want to hold on and go with the transition, because it's coming. Okay? It's coming. All right, let's move forward. Here's your advice whenever you need it, Aquariuses. If you ever want to get through changes, if you ever want to get through changes, Aquariuses, ask yourself if you're wanting to know how simple it is. It's simple as in finding joy in the small wonders, okay? I was talking to Virgo earlier about this. It's about really asking yourself, are you willing to crack a smile every once in a while? It's good for your health. It's good for your energy. But I'm going to use a different example than what I use for a Virgo. Because sometimes we get swept in the mundane things of sitting around, doing the same dang thing, and we forget how to pump life back into us. So you're going to need to ask yourself, are you willing to break a routine and going out every once in a while and putting off all stuff, shutting off electronics, and really embracing life in such a different way? because even giving yourself 7 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour is going to make all the difference in order for you to find the happiness in the simple things in life, okay, Aquarius? Because this is what's going to help you feel fulfilled and content in your heart, is those simple things. Okay? So those are your that's your advice whenever you need it, okay? Now, here's a gift that's coming your way, Aquarius, is the gift of passion. That way it lights your way, gives you the empowerment and strength and energy to ignite your journey, but also the courage to face any fears, but not burn yourself out, okay? Because I feel after this, you're going to be planning your success. That way you're grounding yourself in what nurtures you. And gives you stability here in your love and career too, okay? So what's getting channeled in? So ask yourself, Aquarius, is what makes you happy? And focus on that. And not the nurturing a mundane life, you know. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And Aquarius, you're always welcome. Big hugs. Now I'm going to move forward to Pisces, sun signs. 2 shuffles for Pisces. Hi there, Stephanie. An Aquarius there. Stephanie is an Aquarius. And Hari Anna Police. Hi. Hi there, Kimberly Martin. And hi there, Lincoln. I'm from Ohio, USA. I'm going to do one more shuffle. One cut for Pisces. Calling all Pisces sun signs, your reading is up. Let's ask the question. For Pisces, how can they embrace balance? A just outcome for May and a new in June, and what is the gift that's coming their way? Metamorphosis merges Pisces sun signs. Stop and reflect. Fresh ideas. Fantasy land. Last one, Pisces, seed of potential. Now, Pisces, what's your messages of new opportunities through ending in May? Is you're going to have an opportunity to go through a transition and a transformation where you're leaving behind past forms and not worrying about future possibilities, so you don't get stuck in a mental prison anymore, okay? So there's your opportunity. Here is your messages of what you can create in June, Pisces. What you can create in June is moments where you can stop and reflect, okay? Pausing in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're about to be headed, okay, Pisces? Yippee! So ask yourself if that's what you want to create. Very simple and easy, okay? Now, here's your messages to reflect on, Pisces, is fresh ideas. Ask yourself if you want to stay open and invite new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solutions, okay? Like different meditations, different ways of doing things. I get especially in family life, okay, Pisces? So heads up with that. Those are your messages to reflect on. Now here's your advice whenever you need it, Pisces. Make sure everyone in your life that you associate with, that you let in your life, that you involve yourself with, is being realistic and on the same page as you, okay? Even if you have to find out by being direct towards them. Because some people like to beat around the bush, right, Pisces? Yeah, I had to learn to be direct. And you got to understand that some people sing a different melody than you. If you're not a direct person and you're being guided to being realistic and having people be realistic to you, you have to learn how to be direct now. Meaning, Pisces, we're on the same page, yes or no? If we're not on the same page, let me know why we're not on the same page. That's a conversation between me and you. Now, if we're on the same page, Pisces, and you understand my lingo right now, then that's them needing to say, yes, they are, without beating around the bush. That's as simple as that, So that's your advice whenever you need it. Don't allow someone to beat you around the bush, Pisces, okay? Lead you astray or lead you on, okay? So here's the gift that's coming your way, Pisces. Your seed of potential. You're going to have an opportunity to plant the seed of your potential, Pisces, and nurturing it so that way it sprouts promise with care and an intent. So if you want to, through this gift, right now, to nurture your own potential, you got to keep on doing what's necessary. That means taking good care of yourself, being consistent, and doing your spiritual practice. When you start getting triggered, that's when you bring in your spiritual practice, a meditation, or your self-care regimen. You breathe, especially if you're in those moments where you can't and you're dealing with people around you and you're being triggered like a mofo, Pisces, and you're there going, oh God, the steams are coming out of my eyeballs, my ears, and I'm about to blow like a steam kettle or like one of those big old choo-choo trains. Pisces, hopefully I'm making you laugh. But you breathe. When you start getting angry, you close your eyes. Three to 10 breaths, okay, Pisces? Whether it's fear, whether it's about you about to blow, wherever the situation calls in order for you to remain and obtain that balance through breath, it makes a difference. If you spend that 30 seconds or a minute just to breathe, it makes all the difference. And how you rebalance. Because we don't realize, Pisces, at times that we stop breathing in those moments. And we don't take our oxygen in because, well, repetitive stuff. So when you become more conscious about what's going on in these moments we have every single day, even right now, we need to breathe. We need to make sure that we're okay to assess the situation, So if all else fails and you can't do your meditation, your self-care in that moment, it's all right. Breathe, okay? And that gives you the pause that you need to assess the situation, to say whether or not you can in that moment, or saying, hey, I need to take a break from this. Let me come right back to you And unless it's a life or death situation, you're allowed to have that 10, 15 minutes for that break, okay? It's all right. Because we're not machines, we're human beings, Pisces. So handle yourself with that promise, that care, and that intention, okay? Because that's the gift that's being given to you. So it really gets you over any kind of imbalance when you have this new intention of investment towards your potential, okay? After this gift, Pisces, it's really going to help you release those burdens. And that's the hugest victory, hugest accomplishment you can give to yourself. So that way you're not restrained anymore by those burdens, that you feel energetic again and ready for the path ahead to nurture more of yourself and the very things around you and people too. So Pisces, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Big hugs. You are welcome at any time, in any space, here with me, Pisces. Now until forever, okay? But I hope you subscribe, liked, and share. And Pisces, I gotta go on to the bonus reading. Yippee! It's a Friday, Pisces. Some people love breaks on weekends, and there's nothing wrong with that. So cheers, everyone. Clink. Two shuffles before we do the bonus reading for anyone that needs it. I'm really enjoying myself in this live. Different kind of energies up in my channel. And some are returning, which is not bad. One cut. All right, bonus reading for anyone who needs it, whether you identify as a zodiac sign or not. Here we go. We're going to ask the question for everyone dealing with heartache. What is a just outcome for them in May and a new beginning in June? And what is the gift that is coming their way? Roots of success. Nice. Thrive and believe. Growth potential. Planning phase. More adventures. Yippee! All right, viewers, those who are dealing with heartache, here's your new opportunities through an ending in May from that heartache. You're going to have an opportunity to secure your foundation and foster new growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to grab that opportunity? Okay, heads up with that. Now, your messages for new creations that you can have in June, viewers. This is a good time in June if you want to embrace your own growth through that heartache by transforming that heartache more into trust and a promise to keep an open mind as answers reveal the path to your fulfillment. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to be consistent, taking good care of yourself with a self-care routine and your spiritual process, whatever that looks and feels secure to you in your belief system, okay? Because when you foster that, it's a new start of growing and becoming in your own growth, okay? So heads up with that. Now here's your messages to reflect on, viewers, through this heartache. Through this heartache, what do you want to invest in? Your heartache or your own growth potential? One gives you energy. One gives you the very growth in flexibility and new opportunities and forward movement, and the other one keeps you stuck for as long as you can until you find your way. Heartache, growth potential, your choice. That's what you need to reflect on. So that way you can embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish, okay? Now, here's your advice whenever you need it. Through this time of you going through heartache, you need to ask yourself if you're willing to plan, be in that planning phase in order to move forward. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into a reality. And your first goal may be like, I want to heal from this heartache. Let's get the F out of here. You know what I mean? So do it one step at a time. If you rush, okay, it's going to keep you going backwards. So go one step at a time here. Do a new self-care regimen. Be consistent in your spiritual process for meditation. When you start getting irritable, depressed, experiencing that heartache, give yourself that time and space to do a shower, cleansing your mind and your body and your spirit of that heartache and that past. Dress as nice as you want to dress, okay? Put on your makeup if you want to, or you don't have to. Go outside in your front or back porch. Spend time, at least 15 minutes a day, out in Mother Nature so you can experience what nature wants to give you by spending that time and space. It will nurture your mind and your body again, get you back in the flow of life. Okay, viewers? This is breaking that depression pattern. This is you rising up with your courage through heartache, okay, and giving yourself that time and space for healing, making practical steps, and keep on moving forward. Even if it's small, it's still a step, okay, through whatever heartbreak you may experience. It could be a death, it could be a breakup, it could be anything that's breaking your heart. But you got to understand, through this is your planning phase of growing and becoming, okay? Something quite different than that heartbreak, okay? Something better, something for your own good, okay? Now here's the gift that's coming your way for those who are experiencing heartache. The gift is helping you embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape your path with wisdom. There is going to be more adventures along the way, okay? And that is going to be your gift. First, you have to heal before you embrace those new adventures, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's something we have to do from time to time in order to heal, transform, have breakthroughs. And then when we're all done with all that, we go right back on our journey to enjoying it instead of suffering to grow, okay? I feel after this, viewers, those who are dealing with heartache, after this gift is that you're going to keep on making sure you're seeking that clarity. So that way you see things clear, crystal clear, and that you're balanced. Because when clarity comes with balance in our journey. So keep up on it because of the fact that you'll know where you're going, who you are, and what you're meant to focus on, okay? Without any hesitation or fear, and feeling open. And I mean in an emotional, balanced way, not in a drastic, tragic way where it's burying you in a black hole, okay? So viewers, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Big hugs, especially all who are experiencing heartache. It'll be easy as we make steps moving forward, okay? We won't be there for very long, okay? Big hugs. So, if you haven't already, viewers, please like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Now that's the end of the oracle readings, and I'm going to do a quick heads up for those who are just subscribed to me. Got it out. Here's the update on what's going on in my channel, especially those who have been around for a while. Okay. There's going to be a summer live oracle readings on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way you guys can watch those at any time. Summertime is why this thing is all going to change, because I have a 15-year-old girl, and we got plans to do things over the summer, and I'll make sure to get you guys a sneak peek of what we're doing throughout the summer. But I also want to make sure I'm keeping up with helping you guys in your journey. On June 1st, on my community posts, I'll be giving you ideas where you can find events in your neck of the woods, but also some ideas what you can do with family and friends, whether you're single or if you have your own family, okay? And all ages in your family, whether it's little ones or teenagers as well. So that post will be on June 1st on my community post in my channel. I also do more posts that will grow and expand you. Everything's free on my channel. If you ever want a private reading or want to donate to my channel, that link is down in the description box, okay? And everything else that's going on with me, it's been great. We had the first start of my daughter's last day of school, and she's no longer a freshman. Yippee! So got things done today. Got her on a whole new schedule for summer. She's creating her own book, which I'm very stoked about. And I'm making sure everything's scheduled up for the summer, so that way I have a balance between my work life and other things, which is going pretty epically awesome. And if you guys want to check out movies that you want to watch this weekend, check it out on my X, home to Twitter. That link is down in the description box. But yeah, things are going really great with my keto diet. If you're wanting to know and experience the keto diet, I have a playlist on my channel too that'll help you out with support systems there. And if all else fails and you're getting stressed out over the social media and news channels on your television or your streaming device, for your own good, please take a break off of it, because you'll see without all that, you're not as stressed out and you're able to get the answers you truly need and hear, okay? Without having someone suppress your soul through propaganda, okay? So big hugs, viewers. I really hope that helps too. I'm going to end out with the mantra, and I hope you enjoy your journey, okay? Asitoma Sadgamaya Dhammasoma Jyote Gamaya Rityarman Ridan Gamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you next time at, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there, okay? Bye for now.